Hello everybody, this is Strongman. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Genesis. Last time we dipped our toes just a little bit into elemental craft and got a little bit of, I guess, the power going for them so that we can kind of start crafting a couple of things, have a couple of little things sitting around. Of course, we have another node with a waystone sitting at it so that we can move things around. Our goal for right now is to complete the rest of this chapter so that we can kind of start playing with some more stuff. We're gated pretty hard for mechanism behind titanium, and well, this is the way we're going to get bees. Before we kind of dive into that mess, bees, I'm a little concerned about whether or not we're going to have to build a particular structure maybe in here, because this is supposedly a nice area that things could supposedly survive in. I don't know. I did test, silly enough of me, when we were trying to make snow, I did test a snow golem in the rest of this area, and it died due to the absolute warmth that is existing in here right now. So I don't know whether that's the point or not, but we will find out when we get to bees what the point is and how we're supposed to be using them. I just kind of questioning whether or not we're going to have to build them a nice little containment area or whatever. We do have a couple of extra storage cells that are not being currently used right now. Plus, I do have that one. I mean, I guess I could just tear that one apart and use it. Anyway, let's get on with it. We have all of the things that we need in order to be able to make some of the first steels, or I should say the runes that we currently don't have, which are going to be rune of water, earth, air, and fire. Those we need in order to be able to craft a energy agglomeration. I don't know what the energy agglomeration pad, terrestrial agglomeration pad, plate, whatever, all these kinds of things. Again, this just takes mana, allows you to mash a couple of things together with a large amount of mana to make other things. It's how you normally make Terrasteel. It's how we're going to make titanium seeds, which is pretty cool. So, on to the next section. We need to craft 4 more runes. And those runes, I should have all the parts that I need to do. I accidentally sorted my inventory, so now I have to remember basically. But it's pretty simple. It's one, well, and you have to take your stupid magnet off. Anyhow, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Where is it? What fell off? That. There you go. And then we can place a living rock on it. And we grab our wand of the forest and craft some things. Nice. Then we do earth, so that's a mushroom, piece of coal, some stone, mana steel ingot, and a mana powder, and one of these. Go. And that's getting us 2 for every one of these. The next one is going to be water, which is sugarcane, water bottle, I think, right? No, bone meal. I always forget that one. Ding, ding, and go. And finally, a rune of air. And this one has been modified. Normally, a rune of air takes a feather. This time, they removed the feather. I don't understand why they removed the feather. Okay, whatever. Sure. Let's go on to this. Go down. Bang. Done. That should be the end of that quest. Where are we? Biotechnology, runic. That'll get us a bunch of good stuff, and it gets us a blacker lotus. Thank you very much. And a floating exoflame and some leather. Leather is another thing that you can craft with the thing that we have in here with this particular alchemy catalyst. It will allow you to convert rotten flesh into leather should you need it. There's so much leather in the nether, it's not even funny. Ha, that rhymed. Whatever. Anyhow, onwards. Titanium seeds is being locked by what? Oh, yeah, we need to actually build this. So that's going to be a block of mana steel, all of those, and a bunch of this stuff. Now, I kind of had to sit around and make sure we had enough lapis to be able to do this. I'm glad I went ahead and crafted that. Let me iron block, or an iron of some type. Grab one of those, and we'll just do it the quick, easy way, and then craft all this stuff, get it built, and get it going. Cool. All right, so the agglomeration pad, you're a crafting table. Come here, my friend. Terrasteel agglomeration plate should be everything, including all of the runes that we've crafted over the last couple of episodes. Thank you very much. Ding, ding. And I'm going to place this right probably in this position right here, I think. I like it maybe. I don't want to creep too much into this area. I don't know how much we're going to actually use with this particular mod. There are going to be some really interesting things that you can do with elemental craft. But again, this kind of seems to be them just pushing us around to do whatever. Let's do it right there. Looks like a good enough spot to me. So center is one of those, and those. That is living rock. Then we place down some lapis lazuli blocks, and then we put the plate down in the center. And we need to be able to run this with sparks. You cannot use those, so we'll put a spark down and a spark down. There we go. That should mean that that is now functional, ready to go, and we should be able to do things. Or tap for short can channel vast amounts of mana into several items at once, changing them to the atomic level of completely new materials. One such material is Terrasteel, which is based on the mana steel ingots, but force infused with tremendous amounts of mana, thanks to resonance of blah 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 blah. Yeah, we can kind of play around with this. This has many other, well, I guess there's a couple of other uses. This will allow us to make a mega cell mana housing. We have applied energistics in the pack. It will allow us to store mana via applied energistics, which is crazy. It's actually, there's some really neat things you can do with that. There's also the Supreme Seed Enhance will take anything to 225 degrees, or 25 degrees. What am I talking about? Titanium seeds, this is going to be something we need to get after in order to be able to craft some other stuff. And of course, the Terrasteel ingot. By doing that, do I get anything special past another piece of supremium farmland? Because that'll immediately, as soon as I craft it, go into a garden cloche. You want a prosperity seed, aluminum ingot, and a mana diamond. Let's get cracking on that. Prosperity seed base, aluminum, and a mana diamond, which is right there. And magnets off. If this is going to work, it's doot, and back up. Wow, that was quick. Well, of course, that didn't take very much. This one's that's not a large amount of stuff. So that'll get us this, another mystical fertilizer, this, and some more supremium farmland. Amazing, cool. This is immediately going to go over here into one of these. I don't think I care about... I think I'm going to knock the one of these out of here. Doesn't really matter which. We're going to run that for a little bit and let it do what it needs to do. I've used up all the garden cloches that we had at this point, so I need to go ahead and sit down and craft a whole bunch of them. But we'll put this right here for now. And you get to growing us some titanium stuff. Put you in there. Let you go to work, and then I'm going to place this in here. I'll end up making another one of these. We're going to end up building a nice big gigantic array of stuff out of those, I think, at least depending on whether or not we actually need a lot of it. Mr. Exoflame, I've not seen one of you in a really long time, and I don't even really know if I care. This should theoretically be able to power this furnace using mana. That's what an Exoflame does. It will power a furnace placed next to, well, it actually can do an array of furnaces if I recall correctly. Where is the thing? We need to make the thing. Mana seer thingy. That dude right there. What does that cost to make? That's a piece of mana glass and a mana steel ingot. Give me some stuff. Thank you. Real quick, fast sidetrack. I want one of those. Please. Amazing. That should go up here. Oh, it's a charm. I'm running out of charm slots. Not really. There's a lot of charm slots. What that'll do is that'll allow us to see the working area of any of the flowers that are available. So like this floating exoflame, you have this large area around it. It can power furnaces in that area using mana and then, do what it needs to do as far as the furnace is concerned. If we look at the this, you can see the working area that it is. If you look at these over here, it should show you a working area of where they are. Generally, what that working area means is it's going to look for, like say for here, this is looking for an RF source or a power source somewhere within that working area, as well as a vertically. Generally, it's going to be like 2 or 3 blocks vertical, however it is. I don't remember exactly how far it is. But that's just looking for those over here. All right, we've got that done. Our next major step again is Terrasteel kind of thing. So that's going to be a mana diamond, a mana pearl, and some mana steel. We should only need to make one of these right off. So one of those, and one of those. And this is usually one of the biggest uses for mana in the game early. And what are you going to be so mad about? Oh, it's not this, it's that. Thank you for the mana pearl. I was beginning to worry about some of these because we've been kind of, well, not seeing any Endermen either. This will go a lot faster once we have a few more pools. Thank you. That took about a half a mana pool, which is good. I can now take this Blacker Lotus and toss that in there. If I can get it to go in. There you go. Blacker Lotuses contain a lot of mana, and you have to be kind of careful when you toss them in there. They won't go unless there's room regardless, but they'll still, they just disappear on you. Terra Truncator. This is a wonderful axe. This axe is this axe will cut trees down from the bottom. So if you're still growing trees, you can just hack it at the bottom and it'll cut the entire tree down, which is pretty cool. I don't need it right now. It can actually just go in this box right here with all the other random stuff that we don't need right now. Put these away, put that away. Water essence, lapis, the runes. I'm going to put the runes over here for right now. Let's do a little bit of an organizational thought and then figure on to the next point. All right, so next step is going to be forming the Elven gateway. We've got to get that sorted. I might actually move. Well, that sucks because that'll put that in here. You know what, actually, let's move this box. We'll put this box right there. We're going to need to let that fill up a little bit. Let's go ahead and start doing a little bit of crafting once again. I know it's been kind of a craft heavy, some kind of whatever deal. We've been working quite hard on trying to get some of this stuff done. Elven portal. I mean, I guess we could go dig out the box, but we need we need parts. Let's get after this. Glimmering living wood. I need 2 of these. If I recall, or 3, excuse me. 2 of those, 3 of those. 1, 2. Is it regular straight up living wood? What is this? Oh, right. That's still something I'm trying to get used to. Is it actually 1, 2, 3? And then we need a gateway, which means we need to break this down into pieces. Quit typing in the wrong thing. Elven gateway is going to be, again, living wood. There we go. Elven gateway core plus living wood logs. Then we need the pylons. You can't tell I've done this a few times. I've done this a few times. And mana pylons, I should be able to do that, I think. No, I need more of this. What's the best way to get the blaze stuff out of that? Macerator gets you 5. Yep, that's right. Not compressor, macerator. Gets me 5. Alright then, that should have done those. Where did they dump? Oh, here they come. They're taking their sweet time. I need to upgrade these. They're awful slow. 5 of those, plus some more parts. 1 more of those, please. We've got all that done. Pylon, Terra. Pylon. And it's not that. It's just do the easy way. Pylon. Pylon, 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 pylon. Go. Click. Now, these are some other things that when you're looking at them, while I'm kind of staring at them while we're looking at it, as far as if you're trying to find a way to get your Eterna up on the enchanting table from Apotheosis, that's how you can do it. I mean, you can make these regular right here. If you just take these right here and stick it next to a regular enchanting table, it gets rid of all the need for all the bookshelves. So two of these counts the same for like whatever it is, all the bookshelves that you need. Now we need another pool times 2. They're probably I should look and make sure they don't give them to me. 1, 2. Why are you not working? That. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the heck the deal is with that. I guess it's just being off-clicked. Whatever. Is that everything ready to go? There we go. Elven Gateway Core was once a species X122 was a race of friendly extra-dimensional beings that called themselves Elves. That's an interesting way to say that that's what the Elves were. Okay. Whatever. We need another mana pool. I should say 2. All right, 2 mana pools, and we should have received a very fancy toy. I think I'll have the room for it too. We got plenty of stuff. Plus, I should have a completely full band of mana. Good deal, close enough anyway. All right, so we're gonna build that right there. We're gonna start with the gateway core right in the middle. And then the, let's see, living wood. And I'm just going to complete it because, you know, I'm not an animal. Log down, log. So that should be 1, 2, 1. And then, I don't know how I want to do this. Maybe like that. Then the log in the center. And I'm now almost out of those. So we'll point those that direction. I like that better. Texture on these logs now is no longer as good as they used to be, or at least unless this is a rework or somebody messed with the texture. Living wood used to be one of my favorite textures, especially the planks. It is no longer. It's a little too chocolatey and a little too, I don't know, just too whatever. But that should do the work there. Then we place down a couple of mana pools in the corners. This should still work, theoretically. Should still work. I need to make a couple of things. We're gonna go ahead and put one of those right there. And where is our wand? Make sure that is dumping that completely into there. Then we'll load it back up, move it over. I need to make a couple of more sparks, which is some more stuff. Let's see. And then we're going to need an immediate spark dominant, which is going to be a rune of fire, a pixie dust, which should be a mana pearl, and a mana steel ingot. We have those right there. We should be able to immediately turn pixie dust into things. That's nice and full now, and this should be all the way down. I want to do the same thing here. You fill that one back up, then we'll move it over here. So a mana pylon goes right there, along with a spark once the time comes. And then we'll click a dispersive. We should have one. Where is it? In here? Yeah, I have one spark dominant at this point in time, so we can put it on there. I'm just going to wait until these are loaded up before I can create the other one. I didn't want to put it on. Thank you. You go in there. And then we can put another spark on that. We may move this. We may do a little bit more goofing around. Like this is not how I generally do mana. We will end up doing a battery. I'll probably have to move some of this backwards. I was just trying to see how this all worked at the point in time when it came up. So we'll see what happens. Finish draining, please. If you're wondering how you make this whole process, the botanical, wherever the thing is. Again, I've played with Botania an awful lot to the point that I can pretty much do this by memory at this point. But if we pop the Lexica Botania open, which I do want to get this out ready to go, we've done a fair amount of the work in here. Alphamancy, it'll show you the portal. Portal is pretty much simply something like this, and then you place 2 of the pylons on top of mana pools just about anywhere else. These 2 pools are what the portal uses to craft all of the items from. So if you're going to set them up and you have something kind of like this behind it, it's kind of always good to put it behind a wall because you're going to be throwing things into it. Let's go ahead and get this set up, and I guess say hello to the elves. And get the book back. Nice. Now we have the gold book. Hopefully that didn't ruin my Akashic Tome. Okay, it didn't. Good deal. Good. All right, welcome Elves. Hopefully we can do a couple of things with you. I should be able to. This is the part I hate because I think I got to break this, and that shuts it off. Maybe. Give me one of those. and put that in there now. Give me that back. Awesome. And those will settle around and do whatever. Okay, so we need a spark dominant, which is this. I think I can craft that just sitting there, right? Yes. Where? Then we'll craft you. And put you on that, and then put this down. And what that does is it directs the total traffic from one particular mana pool to whichever ones you want to have full all the time. So I want to always try to keep both of those two mana pools full all the time. And then once we're down here and done dealing with this mess, we'll start to do a little bit more work. I will build a secondary pool for this stuff right here. We'll put it I don't know, I might put it right over there, wherever. You could just connect it to one of those two pools. But yeah, that's ready to go. That means now, you want me to do Dragonstone? I can do that. I think. Yeah. One of those. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. There you go. Pixie dust, elementium, and some more experience. There are things that we can make out of that. I'm not really concerned about it right now, although I think probably the next upgrade is going to be one of these, perhaps. I don't know if we mess with it or not, or go from there. We'll go ahead and put some of this away. I'm getting kind of quick and ahead of where I wanted to be at this point, and that's good. All right, so those are ready to go. The last thing I want to do while we're in here again, I just wanted to complete this chapter. Honey essence is sugar. Honey essence will allow us to make honeycombs. What else can I do with this? How do I start this chapter? 4 buckets of honey. I wondered if that wasn't going to be the case. Okay, so our scientists believe that they have been able to use the elemental essences you've been researching along with the honey essence traded from our friends in the Alfheim dimension to stabilize a breed of bees to help with the regenesis of Elyria. I was wondering if that's going to be the way the case works. So we're going to have to think about trying to figure out how to do the little magic trick with the farm dimension, which we may have to start looking at fairly soon. All right, but anyhow, with that being said, that'll allow us to do some stuff. Let's go ahead and get some sugar going. I guess I'll just bop in here and snag some of that real quick. Put that on. Alrighty then. Another chapter complete. Cool. So, what we'll have to do once it gets these two pools filled up, that's like I said, this is not a terrible... I'd really like to have some more enchanted soil. What the heck was that thing? Seeds. Overgrowth seeds. I don't suppose we can buy those. Oh. Really? So I have to go say hi to Gaia to get that? Yeah, we have to go say hi to Gaia to do that. Cool. Well, we can work on that later. Oh, this also means the other thing. I can... Aluminium ingot, dreamwood logs. I was going to say. Let's go make one of those real fast just to get an upgrade on that spreader. Alright, let's do a little trading with the elves. We should be able to do something with that. If I were to... I'm getting ready to get rid of that magnet. It's been handy. Nice. Okay, there we go with that. That requires one of these, and we can go grab another petal of any type. Doesn't really matter. I will grab one of the green ones, and then since we're sitting here, we can make a new spreader, one that works a lot faster than what we currently have. Nice. Those can go in there for now. I don't want to lose them. You know what? Just you go in there for right now. All you're doing is being a pain in my butt. All right, so let's pop these down. Let's just get rid of these two guys. We don't need them anymore. And I'm going to place that like that. Click down. And you to there, 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 you to there. I don't think that worked. You. Now, go over there. You, there, you. Cool. It still might not be able to keep up with it. That's impressive. Yeah, that's absolutely impressive. What lens did we get over here? Let me see. I want not a velocity. What's a potency? Rune of Fire. Do I have a Rune of Fire? No. I'm actually very surprised that we are capping that thing out with that many flowers. I mean, they're not capping, so to speak. It's messing with the efficiency of that one for sure. That's impressive. These are cool. I like those. Let me do one little trick then. We'll go ahead and we'll make us a lens. I need to make one more fire rune, I believe. Craft for me a mana lens. Get a mana lens going, and then I want a potency. Yes. Which is one of these. And that. There you go. Now, again, if you want to know how to use lenses, lenses have various functions. They have various cool things that you can do. They change the functionality of the mana spreader that you're shooting out of them. A velocity lens will allow you to shoot the mana bursts further without loss. Potency, it's usually, they'll allow you to shoot further but at less throughput. A potency will allow you to shoot more at a shorter distance. Resistance, some of these other ones, there's efficiency, same kind of thing, but there's a lot of really neat things you can do with lenses. The warp bore is kind of fun. If you mix warp bore together, you can do some really interesting things. And if you do redirective or even some of these other force ones, like force, you can use that to push things around. It's a lot of fun. They've got a lot of neat things in it, but that'll help us out a little bit there. That'll also probably allow me to make, like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 more of these things and let them keep going with the same mana spreader. Anyhow, we are done with the biotechnology chapter, which is, they're going to give us some honey glazed ham and some more XP. Cool. Looking at this already, it's already telling us what's next. Where are we? Epigenetics. You need 1 million power per the hive and honey for the hive and to the simulation matrix. Once they give us all of that, we can go. I'm going to go ahead and light that power up. It's going to give me some sand because I'm a clown and I like to waste money on sand. Let's see. 1 power the hive simulation. Go ahead. There's your power. I don't even think that even really hurt, did it? No, it didn't at all. Anyhow. And then finally, we need to take a little bit of honey. So I have to take this screen. And then we need to make one of those, because I'm a moron. We need to make like I said, and finally, a melting chamber. Melting chamber from cyclic. Furnace. And where did it go? This to there, 2 of those. 1, 2. Go. And then we take this thing out of the way. And I have my... I'm about to get the other magnet. You know, the one that actually works. Melting chamber in place. Put those in there. Is that going to make... Stop it. Well, anyhow, then we do that. And we tell this to be no. Can I have my thing, please? Honey for the hive. Go. So it just bugged out like Cyclic likes to do, which is fine. Simulating the hive. Check the boxes. That gets us all of the cool stuff. That will get us a spatial cell for this. And I need to go over here and make sure this is empty. Goodbye, farms, for the second. We don't need you. And check the box. Scientists believe we now have the ability to do some fun stuff with some other things. And we have a new simulation to, pretty, play with in the next episode. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. We could have fun with this next time.